So next program. So in the previously we had read, write, and here I am going to open the file in append mode. So existing string is nothing but I study CSIT. So the same file test.txt I am reading here, and the same text file is appended. So with that I am going to append the string in CAB. So the after the file is opened and it is in append mode, the file pointer will come to the end of the particular string what we have write. So the previously we have written I study CSIT. So as the file opened in append mode in that program, the file pointer will point next to this T, and after that it writes in CAB, and that will be stored in the same file. So this is the thing called append mode, and this is the closing. So for each and every operation you can see in these three programs, initially I have opened in write mode, I closed it, and after that I have made in read mode, and then I closed it, and after that I appended the string, and after that I close it. So for each and every option it is required for you to close. If you didn't close, the file will be in write mode and it can't be changed in read mode. It comes an error. So after a particular processing has been over, it is required for you to close the file. And next thing is for mentioning the end of file. So you have written a certain characters and you want to read those characters. So if you start reading it, it is required to end the reading. So for that, the C compiler has defined or designed with the string called EOF, which is nothing but end of file. So as we wrote previously, I study in CSIT in CAB. So after CAB, this particular character will be inserted, which means that the file has been entered. So in the case of ASCII values, it is 26. So if you read the entire string, the EOF intimates your file pointer that you are in the end. You know it is not required for you to read further. So to make that, the end of file character will be done, and it is defined in stdio.h. Okay, for every file it should end with the character EOF. And here in regarding to that, previously we had seen F get C, F get us, and similarly we are going to have formatted IO operations. As I said, in the case of printf, it has the control string. Similarly, for formatted IO functions for files, we are having f printf with the control string. So if you want to read an integer, the control string must be %d. If you want to write a string, it is required for it to have control %s. If you want to write a character, %c. So this control string refers what data type we have declared, and according to that you have to mention the control string. So f printf will write the integer or float or character or string to the file, and similarly fscanf will read those data with respect to that control string, and the value will be stored in this variable, and after reading it, if you print this variable using printf statement, so whatever the string that is read will be displayed on the console. And this is an example here. I am opening the file with write mode, and I am reading the name, roll number, address, okay, and marks. So all these things has been written by using fprintf. File pointer with the text name you will have the value, roll you will have the value, address you will have the value, mark you will have the value. Okay, and accordingly I have mentioned the variable names, and after writing a record, the thing gets completed, and your compiler will display this as per the instruction printf completed statement. Okay, and similarly you can also make the same arrangement towards fscanf, and you can open the file. In the here it is write mode, so you have to make another file in read mode, and you can use fscanf, and you can read those data and you can print those data. So here function called flush is used. So if flush is nothing but, so you are entering a data, and after entering the data you used to press the enter key to complete the data entry. So what happens upon entering the data, if you press control or enter key, that key will also be stored as you are reading string here. Okay, so if you press enter after reading the roll, this enter key value will be in name, and you cannot get the value of name what you want. Okay, instead of the name, the enter key ASCII value will be stored, enter key value will be stored in the name, and you will not get the exact value. So to make that, so these data temporarily will be stored in buffer, and after making the writing towards a file, if the buffer gets cleared. So meanwhile the roll will have a temporary buffer, and upon writing that upon getting the input for name or address, okay, so that enter key will be stored in address. So to refresh the buffer, this fflush is used. So this fflush is defined in stdio.h, and for every entry towards the string, before that fflush is required. So this fflush will clear your buffer and makes you to get the string data clearly. So that's defined here. So it can be used before getters or fscanf. And the next one is something with the program. So it reads integers from 1 to 20, and I am going to find the square of that. So for this I am going to use the file. So I have opened the file pointer, and I have declared the file data as integer type, and I am opening the data file in write mode, and I am writing the I value, okay, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 20 into file. Okay, and after that I am closing that, and after the writing has been over, I am making the file in read mode, and I am making the reading the data file data as I is 1, so it reads 1 here, and 1 into 1 is multiplied and stored in file data, and that will be stored, and after I will be incremented to 2, so the file pointer will read the data from the file as a second data as 2, as you are stored here as 2. Okay, as you stored here as 2, so it reads the second data as 2, so this is also 2 and this is also 2, so 2 into 2 multiplied and 4 will be stored in file data, and that will be displayed. So for I reaching up to 20, the same function will be done. Okay, so in a single file you can have both write and read, but before making another operation mode changing, so it is required for you to close that. So next we are going to study about the error that casually happened in IO operations. So here you have reached the end of file, and after that if you want to make a read, it is not possible. So if you make such an operation, that is one error. And second one, you are going to file is not open, and you are going to read the file, so that is another error. And third one, so you have opened the file in write mode, and you want to make that in, and you want to read the data from the file, or you are open the file in read mode and you want to write into the file. So in such a cases, such operations cannot be done, that is one error. And if you have opened with wrong file name, okay, the file name is not that, but you are making that to read or you are making that to write, so in such a case invalid file name. In such a case, if you open such a file, that will be also error. And here, so after end of mark, after end of file, you want to read it. So this is categorized by a single function to know that you have reached the end of file, that is called EFEOF. So file, end of file. So after reaching the end of file, so this EOF will give you the that is the thing here. So EOF, if it returns a non-zero integer, it means that, okay, it means that you are on the end. And if it returns 0, you are in the middle. Okay, that is the meaning. So FEOF means that to make that to read further or not. Okay, if FEOF returns a non-zero, it means that you have read the entire data. and if it returns 0, you are in the middle of the file, you didn't still reach the end of file. So for the first error, you can handle that with FEOF, and for the remaining 3 errors, okay, you can handle that with F error. So the F error, this might be the syntax F error, FP. If it is a non-zero, it means that error has been detected. If it is 0, it means that there is no error. Okay, so if you open the file in write mode and you want to read it, or vice versa, this F error function can be used to mention that error has been occurred due to some other operation. You can realize from that. So here is a simple program where you can you have opened the file with write mode, and you are writing that 10, 20, 10, 11, 12 and etc. 10, 20, 30 and etc. into the file, and so here you can see that. So you are going to read the same thing, okay, read back the same thing, and if it reaches the end of file, it gives you that ran out of data. If it is not, it prints a number. If it reaches the end of file, the control will come out of this loop and you can quit the program. And similarly, in the case of F error, you have made the file and it is an error that F error returns a non-zero. It displays the error that the file dummy.fil is not able to read. Okay, so with this, let me conclude today's session, and in the next session we will have the details about random access file. Thank you.